Let's talk about the biggest gossip in all of Greek mythology. Well, he's not so much as a gossip as he's someone who can see everything, so there is no secret safe from him. We're talking about the Titan sun god Helios. His parents were Hyperion and Theia, and he also had some pretty important sisters, one of them being Selene, the moon, and the other being Eos, the dawn. I'm sure you can guess, but Helios had a very important job. Basically, he has to go over from the east to the west every day because he is the sun. Now, the ancient Greeks, at least in some sources, didn't realize that the earth was round and didn't realize that the earth was as big as it is. So in some sources, they've tagged actual places from east to west that, the sun started and stopped. So basically in the morning, Helios is down here in Ethiopia and he goes, woo, over here to Morocco and the Garden of the Hesperides, the most easterly point that they knew of and the most westerly point that they knew of. Now, Helios often is depicted as doing this with a chariot and horses, and they can fly and carry him over the sky. Sometimes, though, he's in a little cup. In fact, Heracles goes in this little cup on one of his labors to quickly get from one side of the earth to the other. Helios crops up in a lot of myths, especially when people are trying to keep something a secret from other gods and goddesses, such as the affair between Aphrodite and Ares. Helios saw that and he told Hephaestus. He was also the one to tell Demeter where Persephone was after she got abducted. He sees everything, so he saw it happen. So Helios had a son called Phaethon, and he really wanted to try out his horse and chariot and travel across the sky like the sun. And Helios was like, no, that's really dangerous. But he didn't let up, so eventually Helios had to agree. Phaethon was so bad at this, however, he was often flying too far away from the earth and then too close to the earth, making the people on earth either freezing or way too hot. He couldn't keep a consistent line like his father. So Zeus had no choice but to hit Phaethon with a thunderbolt, a lightning bolt. So upon special request, Helios could halt the sun in the sky or keep it really dark for a few days. You had to have some pretty good reasons for this, and it was usually the birth of a god or a hero. I mentioned before the Hesperides, the guardians of the golden apple tree, who live way, way, way over in the west in Morocco or the Iberian Peninsula. It was said that here they tended to the horses on behalf of Helios.